2 hits on the day. He's got to feel really good about contributing in his first day in the show.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Descalso is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
3-0 now.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
So coming to the plate, Las Rivera. And as you could imagine, the butterflies are fluttering as this is his first major league at-bat.
Yeah, what a monster moment for not only himself, but his family, all the coaches that have helped him along the way. This is a monumental moment in his career.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
At the plate, Blake Rutherford, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Up next for Chicago, Yerman Mercedes. And this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact, he cannot feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shaking.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Zach Collins. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled away. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
And that misses 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy.
Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Man, that has to hurt. He was 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning without the wheels coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped and on blocks.
In there, strike one. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
2 balls and a strike now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Tyson Miller comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate now, Micah Rodolfo, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the...
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. Not too many more shots. Digging in once again, Daniel Descalso. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Cichet was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Descalso behind 1-2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Engel has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? So digging in now, Zach Short. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Drilled to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Steven Souza will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Souza, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Number 2, second baseman.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Runners are at first and second with one away. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. First and second now, one man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That evens it up 1-1. Steven Souza is up off the bench as he is in as a defensive replacement. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He clearly is flat out not seeing the ball today. 2 strikeouts already, and that last swing at a pitch out of the zone has me thinking he could be looking at a hat trick.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Craig Kimbrell enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready now, Leury Garcia. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. The pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that's in there. Base hit.
The pitcher, number 31, Steve CJ.
Stepping in now, Steve Cishek. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Happ picks it up. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
Into the box, Las Rivera. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0. None out, runners at first and second. Fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
From the stretch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Ready for another chance? Blake Rutherford, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Yerman Mercedes is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And oh, look out as that pitch ran in and got him, and that's going to force in a run. And now that third base dugout has really come to life. They are not happy about that last pitch. Hard to blame him, and I think it's going to lead to a warning as you see the home plate umpire coming out, and he will indeed issue the warning to both benches. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Zach Collins. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball runs inside and gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Casey Sadler will come into the game now and take over following the ejection.
Number 65.
Not close. It's 2-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Oh, and he's hit by the pitch, and that'll be a painful run batted in. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Ryan Tepera will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Adam Engel is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
James Norwood will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. Micah Rodolfo comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. 2 balls and a strike. And a changeup runs in on him, and he's got to duck out of the way.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch on its way. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Ready now for the White Sox. Luis Robert. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. First delivery to him on the way, and the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. No movement on base. It's ball one. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him.
Ouch, that one hit him. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Justin Steele will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. Leury Garcia is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And there's ball one. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And he's in safely to third, as on the play 3 runs come across to score.
The pitcher,
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because
Ouch, that one hit him. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Holdstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Kyle Ryan will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. Ball one. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
It was a walk in his last trip. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. Standing in now, Yerman Mercedes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
And another foul ball. 8 runs already in this inning. Another one sent foul. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly, and it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. Big inning for them, though, as they bat around and score 8 times to open up this lead even further. On now to the bottom of inning number 9, and the White Sox are out in front 18-1. Jimmy Cordero will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring. Here's the first pitch to him. That's popped up. Rutherford is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ian Happ. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Here it comes on 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
To the plate now, Albert Almora, skied in the air to straightaway left. Engel is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
18-1 the final today. Chicago claimed victory by plating a total of 18 runs. Lucas Giolito is credited with the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.